What's up, guys? I would say a who, but this is kind of serious and it's something that comes from the heart. Obviously, I'm gonna just get straight to it. There was this Texas rapper go by the name of Lil Ronnie. Never heard of him, never heard of his music. But I caught up with some news that he was murdered, but not even just him, but the kid, the daughter, and if I gotta say this, it's sick. Am I right? It's sick to have stuff like this happen any other day. I don't know what the poison that y'all been eating. When I mean my y'all, I mean killers. I don't know what type of poison that y'all allowing this poison to get inside of your mind and think that this is just the best idea. Knowing the best idea or the best revenge is to be successful. That's the only thing. But I want to share something, okay? After, marinate on like who would do this, right? I want to share something that stuff like this should never be appropriate. First of all, this person got a kid, but you worry about some street shit. You worry about if he's gonna get a lick back, but he has a kid. He has a responsibility. That type of parenting. Now, if you ask me, I'm not a parent. I'm not even no father. I'm still young, and I still have much more to live for. But dude, you seen a op with a child, and you still cap the child, dude. If that was God's child, I mean, obviously we all are God's children, but if God had a plan for her, right? I get it that this story has been written, but stuff like this, it shouldn't be necessary. Because of what? Because that's the op, and you gotta do these op things, kill their family and this and that. Don't you know? Don't you know? There's people not like us love to see that crap. They love it. They get paid. They get paid. And what do? You possibly just threw your life away. I don't know. I don't know what goes through the head. But now I have a verse that I want to share. And I'm going to just go ahead and take over, right? And this verse really caught my eye. So on Ephesians, I don't know if I said it right, but chapter 4, verse 14. I quote, "Then we will no longer be in flakes, tossed back and forth by the waves, and blown here and there by every wind of teaching, and by the cunning craftiness of people, and a deceitful scheming." So what this is trying to talk about, we shouldn't go for things that manipulate in nature. So what that means is anything that y'all ninjas is fighting for or arguing about, it's so irrelevant. It's so irrelevant. Because y'all doing the same thing, y'all have the same goals to be successful, live a better life. But whatever y'all doing, man, which is not my business. It's just not right. Think about this. If you was in their shoes and you got to protect your kid, you know what it's like to be not just a father, but also a man. You got to protect your peoples, And shoot, you could have just at least not ninja out and that's it. Just don't traumatize the child. Don't traumatize a child, and man, it's still ridiculous. It's 2025. Y'all still promoting violence. Well, not promoting violence, but y'all still talk about what's not even important no more. The streets, it's not even important no more. Living in the streets, it's not even important no more. Slinging drugs, it's not even important no more. Moving some shit, moving some products, it's not even important no more. So what's the point? Let me tell you something. If that was the case, that God had something planned for her, but you came through and swooped and took not just little Ronnie's life, but Ronnie's daughter. You live in a world of karmic, right? There's universal laws to these things, right? What goes around, it comes around. I've seen this before. People think it's a joke. People think they can manipulate away. You got to understand, God run this world and he has to say so. Okay? Now, I don't know what the relationship between you and God is, man, but I just pray that you see for what it is. You see the truth and you reveal, or your spirit will reveal itself on reflecting, right? You may think it's gangster, bro. Let me tell you something what's gangster. The government is gangster. The government is taking your money. The government is also taking your, I can't say the B word, but you know what I'm saying? It's taking your girl too. But y'all just want to go ahead and slide on dudes that look like you. But then also the daughter. Y'all scared that the daughter's gonna get it back in blood or something? Is that why you shot the daughter? You ain't no man. You weak. That's what weak men do. They kill most precious and valuable thing on earth that God created. That's all my thoughts. And God bless Ronnie, Lil Ronnie, and the daughter Soul. This is gonna stop. You especially if you a brother like me, I'm gonna just say it like this. You're making us look bad. Okay? Sliding on it. You making us look bad. You need healing. It's hard. And I get it, that's hard. Now, before you think everything I'm saying is capping, you may not care. What about your people? What about your ancestors, huh? What about them? What about them people that would want the offspring to have a better life instead of a savage life that these government, that these elite system want y'all to do, and you're just being controlled by them? So if you are a real nigga, right, you would know you only control you, not them. Give you the hype, give you the signs. You're being controlled. You're being controlled by something that is ugly. Okay? And I pray, hopefully, not just justice come through, but also your transformation. That character, that killer side of you, I pray that it is gone. I pray that that side of you die, but not physical, but spiritual. Because it's right. And for the ones who are trying to make a way, trying to be successful, this street shit is not it, yo. Besides, we got a felon in the White House, And he says, if y'all get caught on some drug dealing stuff, y'all having life. Better be glad it wasn't anything else, you know? But that's all I want to say, man. Pray my condolences to Ronnie, Lil Ronnie, and the family. I know it's it's a hard time, especially in grieving this moment. I don't know who he is. I just heard horrifying news, and I just have the heart and the spirit to come on here and share my words. I don't care what the views has. I don't care if people were not feeling it. I said it first. I said it on here. I said it on my platform. I said it on my channel. And young man, young women, let me tell you something, okay? Matter of fact, let me just... See this? Before I go, let me put something in your head. See this? What's that? A crown, right? It's a crown, right? Something that you put on your head, right? But guess what? You are valuable, young men and young women, right? You are the future, and by that means, we need y'all to set better examples. We need y'all to step up any position that need to be called on, right? Nurses, doctors, athletes, advocate, speech leader, whatever is out there for you to be what you're destined to be. Don't listen to these Decepticons. And what I mean by Decepticons, don't listen to somebody who's a hater. Don't listen to somebody who made bad decisions. Don't listen to nobody who don't even know what they want, but they swear that they know what you want or what they want or what they can help you. Such, right? Don't be around with folks that has such a negative aura, negative mindset, because they are drawing something inside of them that could possibly manifest bad things happening. If you are in that picture and you are participating, you will become the bad situation. And I'll put this on everything I love. They don't want you to know that you are a descendant king or a descendant queen. We have all of these gifts that God has given to us since birth. We just had to learn how do we operate. We had to learn how to crawl, whatever it is. We had to learn that crap, man. So I don't care what she say. I don't care what he say. I don't care what these clique or these gangs or whoever in the group says that may look cool, that may look popular. What do they know about themselves? That's the question. If they don't know about themselves, you might as well get to the point on knowing yourself instead of following somebody else. Because that's all I see. It's a whole bunch of followers. You got to look inside of your heart within and know that you are worthy. You are the king. You are the queen. But it's up to you to figure out what you're the king or queen of. You could be a healer. You can be some protector. You can be someone that can impact lives, talent, music, whatever it is, right? Instead of the street shit, instead of getting involved with violence with people, instead of getting involved with these irrelevant topics on who this, who's that, You know what I'm saying? Who's better at this? Who's better at that? In a violent way, in a bad situation that's gonna lead to no good decision making. Do not let the internet get to the point where you feel less. Do not let anything get into your mind and make you feel less. You are, I repeat, you are a blessing because God created you. God, the creator, the most high, created you and called you for a reason. And there's no such thing that it was for nothing. It's actually for something. You see, we're living in a world where bigger officials, possibly with the elites, possibly the government, makes you feel like you are not worthy. But deeply inside of you, you are something. You have a spirit that's also part of an electron with neutrons and protons. To me, that's something, right? Ain't you something? So my last saying for you young ones: you're here to make a legacy. You're here to make something happen. You're here to create something. You're here to make a statement. You're here to fight for your people. You're here to awaken yourself who you truly are, instead of thinking like society's thinking for you to help you to know who you are. They're only setting you up for what you're not. Let me say this again. They only set you up for what you're not. If they try to set me up as a drug dealer, such and such, and I do it, okay, bad things gonna happen. All right? I'm just saying, for example. But look deep within. Okay? And if you don't know where to start talking to the mirror, because the other side is God, and God is within us. And we be saying God is so amazing. He is so amazing. He's within us. Ain't that crazy? You just have to know the will. You have to know the will of God. You have to know the will of what he tells you. Or you got to know the will on what some things that he's going to reveal about you. And you just have to do your best. Okay? Not just do your best on making great decisions, but also do your best to enjoy life. Right? Do your best to find your language of love, because love is way much more powerful than that crap. Okay? That's all I gotta say, man. And again, God bless. God bless his dad. God bless his soul. And someday, man, it's gonna stop. It's going to stop. And I hope we get closer to that point that we're gonna look at each other and be like, enough is enough. I'm done. I don't think I got it in me. I want to do something good. Be part of the good.